All right, goddamn it. Shit's going on, and I let the show start without me being on it. Goddamn shit. But what can I say? I'm busy. Uh, who better, me or you? I ain't saying who's better. Who better is it for? Because there is a time in your life where you're gonna feel at home wherever you're at, even though you may be thousands of miles away from home. There's also a time when you feel you're in your element. Even though you know your element don't even include what you're doing now. But see, that comes with wisdom. There's also a time when you realize all the shit you've done, everything you've been trying to make work for you has actually worked. All of this stuff has been understood, and it had value, and you realize it just wasn't for nothing. So tonight it was like that for me. Well, not necessarily tonight, but in the recent past few days, I got treated like royalty because of how much this young man appreciated what I profess and what I actually display through my continuous actions. Not my words, my actions. I'm very serious when I tell you it's not about the money with me. If you're doing something you really believe in, and it has rewards, but it's not as financially rewarding as you thought it would be. If you stop, then it was about the money, and you didn't deserve what you was looking for. But if the money isn't there, and you continue forward as if you was making a killing on profits, it's not about the money at that point. See, life and goals should be about fulfilling a dream. And the reward is the actual chase. Actually being the person to chase that's your reward. I talk about politics, but I'm not really political. It just says something for the state of the country when both of the candidates, both parties ain't shit because of their corruptions. You know what it says? Our country is a country being faced with corruption at the highest levels. It's not being faced with corruption at the highest level. Corruption at the highest level has already been exposed. We normal people already knew that. It just wasn't out. It was out if you looked for it. But now you don't have to look for it. It's just out. So I really haven't really been about politics ever since I found out that major companies or individuals with a hell of money, they lobby both sides. So whatever they want for this particular item, natural gas, they think the Republicans will give them more money for it. At the same time, they lobbying the Democrats because the Republicans might not win. So they don't want to be left out if the Democrats win. So they lobbying the Democrats too. What I'm saying is them motherfuckers My whole point is, what is a lobbyist? A lobbyist is a motherfucker who legally offers bribes uh, to people, to the people that we elect. And if you did what they routinely do, you fucking go to jail because they would call it a bribe. But it's lobbying for them Peckerwoods. So people want you to cry, because it's so fucking obvious these candidates are both fucked up. If I voted, I wouldn't have a candidate either. I would probably vote party. I would vote what I think, and that's Democrats are promoting a fuck Trump agenda. But regardless of their fucked up record, I think the Republicans are just not qualified to lead the country. But guess what? Somebody from one of those fucking parties is going to become president and senators and representative and all that goddamn shit, even though they lack the qualifications. This is one of the main reasons I try to be on my own. I don't want no help or assistance from that motherfucker. I just don't. You just can't depend on a person who took a long time to think and after deep thought made their decision and still got it wrong. Shit. And just the same, you can't depend on a motherfucking person who has no backbone and stands on both sides of every issue. Well, I will say this about goddamn Trump. His real benefit is that he just fucking stupid. I absolutely hate the way shit has been going in this country. And it's obvious that it's all about greed and lies at the highest level. And, yet they expect the average Joe not to get tired of that goddamn shit and start doing some of this shit themselves. And after a few years of that, you're going to have anarchy, which is what we damn near got today going on in our so-called great ass fucking country. Everything people died for in the past, in the 60s, all the black people, it's just being looked at and overturned by the Republicans. Taking your constitutional rights away. I ain't really talking about politics right now. I'm talking about you and how you got to see shit, or else you won't do shit. You'll be blinded by this shit they doing and this whatever dust they spraying on every motherfucker. You can't become a part of this shit. You could only be living here, but you can't be a part of it. At least that's how I feel. Did you know people don't automatically adjust with the times? In the 90s, in 1990, people in high places, rich people, started telling everyone who listened. In the year 2000, banks and financial institutions, the motor vehicle department, in the government is going to fail because computing wasn't prepared for the change from the 1900s to 2000. Now, I know that shit don't make no sense to me either, but that's what was going on. Look it up. But in 1999, people was taking their goddamn money out the banks, which was a windfall for the companies that was up on. They was gonna need alternate goddamn shit like safes and all that goddamn shit. But what I'm saying is people were stocking up on all kinds of things, believing the computing systems would fail. Now, many years ago, My father was the president of Country Club Crest Improvement Association. One day he came from a meeting and told us the state was going to tear down Highway 29 and put Highway 80 through there. It'll still be 29, but it'll be a part of Highway 80. We thought my dad was a nut. Pops, his heels back there, it's all kind of stuff back there, the fair, all of that. Pops said, shoot, watch and see. Now, about 15 years later, when they started buying up everybody's houses, Pops was the last one to sell. He held out to get the most for our house at 1707 Griffin Drive, which is the driveway right between Sawyer and Round Street in the Crest. Pops told us, son, white people plan 30 years in advance, and they gonna pay me for my house. Whatever you doing right now was thought of and prepared for 30 years ago by them white people. So if that's the case, because it was true, if that's the case, how could they not be prepared for the computer shit they was talking about? What I'm saying is, if them motherfuckers plan 30 years ahead in my small town, how could they not be doing something very similar in the government? Now, on another note, I get people telling me they like listening to my newer video shit. Man, I'm not on the right. Ain't nobody asking that. No. What was I finna say? Goddamn it! Oh, they like listening to my newer videos. When they say that, I smile to myself because you don't know. I haven't told you anything new. Ever since I've been on here, what I've been talking about with you guys, all of it is over 130 years old. It's just if you never heard of it or if you never thought it, I guess it could be new to you. Shit, I got over 300 videos on my channel. Believe me, the very first one is as relevant now as it was when I made it. And that was 15 years ago. So what I'm saying is my shit is timeless. That's why as a man wanting to get his shit together, you better motherfucking jump on this early enrollment I got for next semester before this 21st century man shit takes over how people think and you'll be a victim. I'm at a standstill. And when I am, I hate it because I'll be thinking about dying. I'm doing great. I'm healthy, busy. My projects is cool. But I don't know. I just believe I'm at a standstill because for several months, I've been making positive growth at Sidewalk University. But there was something, missing, and I hadn't put my finger on it. And that's why I guess I'll be waking up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., tripping, trying to see what my next move is. Then I thought about one of my first mentors, Melvin Redman Wells. May he rest in peace. If I would have told him this, I truly believe he would have told me right away, John, your next move is to wait. He was blunt like that. And oh shit. Hey, private number, I hope you're a real person. I've been lucky lately. What's up, bro? I know who you talking about, man. I know who you talking about. Nah, I didn't never run into him. LA. I was in LA. All right, bro. Be cool. Uh Jesus. My brother-in-law was blunt like that. You know, he never really tried to dress up what you needed to know. Although he really wanted it to be understood. So, thinking that made me want to vent my frustrations this morning. That's why I got up and fucking started writing this goddamn shit, because this is the only game in town for me. This is life. This is what life involves or evolves around, which is why I'm doing this damn video. I thought of all this shit this morning. I wrote it. I thought I was going to do it tomorrow, but I just wanted to do it tonight. See, you live life and you'll grow. But if you just live in life, you know, you'll die a death with your life having left nothing of you. Something's going to be left of me, at least with what I learned from Red and what those streets taught me. I won't know when or how shit is going to happen as far as my demise. But the way I figure it is going to be from old age, because I stay out of every goddamn thing. Trouble, wrong spots, and hopefully that corona and none of that shit to take me. I think the mistake most of you guys are making about what I'm doing is thinking I'm trying to teach motherfuckers how to be pimps. I can't, and I wouldn't ever even attempt to try to teach someone how to pimp. The only thing I could do would be to lace my conversation with a lot of hidden gems. And if that potential pimp is qualified, he's going to pick through the shit I laid out. And he's going to choose the gems that, go with him. And if he's on his quest to be the best, he's going to find some gems. Did you know the same exact thing applies to you? You dudes who are searching for your manhood. I can't teach you how to have heart. I could teach you what having heart consists of. And I can show you how you have what it takes. But you still, it still would be on you to do whatever you needed to do to get it. In either case, you either have it or you don't. And that's the ability to get it. And I found in both cases, if you faking the funk, it's going to show up and it's going to front you off. And anybody who's paying attention going to be able to see it. That's why I love active teaching. You're giving information to whoever will listen, knowing full well only the deserving will understand. Therefore, teaching them in both cases is more of placing choices before them and allowing them to grow into the right choices. Here's the equation: thought plus action minus fear, time dedication equals a cold motherfucking catch hand. I was always good in math, but I'm much better at common sense. Although these days common sense ain't so common. It would seem to me if a person wanted something, otherwise had a thought, he would do what he could do to get it, which is taking action. He would kick fear to the curb, rid himself of any doubt, and do all he could to get what he wanted every day of his life. Dedication. So I'm saying, have a thought, take action, rid yourself of anything complicating your life about it, and be dedicated to it. That's it. As simple of an equation as that is, it takes a hell of a mathematician to solve that baby. And once I solved it for me, a monster was born. A genuine monster. The weather is changing here so much. Now I took my car to get washed. And when I stepped out, goddamn it, I was gonna walk the couple blocks home. Shit, I almost fainted. And then I thought about how many motherfucking dudes be counting on me and my vast knowledge of life. 513, what's going on? I'm doing good. Bro, you faded out. You faded out. You said I'm like, and I didn't hear nothing. Yeah. Bro, what's your question? What do you mean? Man, if you ain't around them, you evidently ain't gonna find one, bro. You can't be around them asking me where they at. Well, then that's not the question to ask. You must don't know what to say to a bitch, man. That's what it is. That's what it is, and you know it. So ain't no sense in faking the funk. You didn't bust yourself. You don't know what to say to a bitch. So you talking about where they at? They right where they is right now, right outside. Your ass just need to know what to say to them. Bro. I'm finna, hey, listen, man. I'm finna, put you back in because ain't nobody finna listen to your bullshit. If you knew what to say to a bitch, you'd have one. Hey, you would have a bitch if you knew what to say to one. You said you having money and you doing your thing, so you must can't talk. Lying ass motherfucker. You sure ain't got to say shit because I didn't cut you off. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit. 615, what's up? 615, you got a question? Do what? Repeat yourself. You're not sure how to add on Blog Talk. Okay, what about it? Just a minute. Yeah, this is Blog Talk. Hold on. Hey, you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. No. You still there, young lady? No, you hung up. Okay, look, I got company here now, and I gotta go. But I will continue tomorrow, and because this video ain't finished, I just got to take care of some business.